Hey guys, it's April. A lot of people have asked how I got the superheroes on that box that we did, the ornament box I just did a video on. And I'm going to show you guys real quick how I did that. This is the file once it comes up that you've opened up. I'm going to do a save as because once I upload to it, it's not going to be able to be shared any longer. So I don't want to mess that file up for the guys that I have, and I put that on my YouTube video, so we don't want to mess that one up. So this is basically the same file that you guys have. And I've included these panels, but I did not use this panel or this panel or this panel on the box because I didn't want to take away from the main panel. I also included one down here that did not have a window cut out of it. If you want the window to be on the front and the back, you're going to ungroup it. I had some people ask this question. You're going to ungroup it, and then you're just going to hide this one because you won't, oh, that's the wrong one. That little gray square is your transparency in there, just in case some of you are wondering. You won't need any of this if you want the window on the front and the back so that you can see through the ornament completely. I did not do my box this way. This is the back of the box, and I did not do the panels. So let me just hide that. I did not cut that piece, and I did not cut that piece. This is all, and I didn't cut that one. This is all I did in the video. Let me hide this group here, because we're not going to need that. I just showed you that because that had that in there. So if I wanted the box to look just like the one I did, this is what you need. If you want it to go all the way through, you're going to hide this piece and you're going to duplicate this piece. Now, that part is settled. And it goes together exactly the same way, except there'll be a hole on the front and the back. So you would probably want to duplicate this and make a second one of these, or you can leave it blank, but you're going to have that transparency. And I put my transparency, let me bring that to the front. I put my transparency here, and then I put this decorative panel over it, so it gave it a more finished look. So if you're putting one on the back, you're going to need two of these and two of these in order to do that. Now, how did I get the comics on this piece? What you're going to have to do is click upload, and right here you see upload image, upload pattern. You're going to click on upload pattern, and I searched the internet for each one of my superheroes, and for this tutorial I'm going to use Batman. You're going to select browse, and you're going to find wherever it was you saved your image. I've got mine right here, Batman 1, and I'm just going to drag it and drop it. That's the easiest way. But like I said, the other way, you're just going to look on your desktop and find it. Now, it's going to want you to name it. So let me say that's Batman. I am going to say it is miscellaneous so that when I am searching for it, it's easier to find. I usually do these at Christmas, but it could be theme park, it could be a celebration, just whatever you want to put in yours, however you would find it. How would you look it up? Because everybody looks things up differently. I am going to put it down as being vintage since it came in the 60s, and let's see, and even juvenile maybe. And then the colors, they're going to be in the blues and multicolors, and I'm going to say grays. And then I'm going to save it. And sometimes, depending on the photo that you choose, this could be a little bit slow. Your internet may have something to do with it, but you'll come back to the screen. Don't do anything until it comes back to this screen and tells you that it uploaded successfully. Then you're just going to click cancel right here because I don't need to insert an image. I already have all of that. Now I'm going to click on this green piece right here. Let me move all of this out of the way so we can see it well. And I'm going to change the scissors by clicking it to print. Then you're going to go to patterns. And the Batman that I uploaded should be there. Now here's all the others that I did. Here's the one I just uploaded. So we're going to use him because I've already done the others so that I can show you from scratch how I play with it. Now you can see this is tiled. We know Batman's chin isn't that long, but you see that line through there? We need to fix that. So I clicked off of it, but let me click on that and bring it back up. And you notice I don't even have to go back to the picture. Right down here you'll see edit. And there's no icon. I guess that's why it's hard to see. But if you'll click on edit, then this comes up. And what we're going to do is we're going to scale this. And I have him, that looks pretty good right there. But you're going to keep scaling it until you get it where it's all one piece here. This one is a little hard to see because it's dark. You're just going to have to kind of work with it. This here moves it horizontally. This one moves it vertically. And I kind of want him moved up so I can get more of the face on there. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I want to hit down to move it up. Don't ask me why it works that way, but it does. And then I'm just going to hit it a few more times until you get it on the box like you like it. There, to me, that looks pretty good, but now I've got that tile coming back in, so that means I've got to adjust just a little bit more. Now, I like that. That's the way that I'm going to keep this. You can, however, rotate it, like, say, 15 degrees and give it a little rotation. And that's what I did with my other Batman one because his head was down here and it kept cutting it off. And I wanted his face to show in there. So I'm not going to rotate this one, but that's how you do it. Now, if you want it on the other side of the box, you're going to hit flip. Kind of like that too. That gives more of the cape. Maybe this one does. No, that's just in vertical. Sometimes it'll flip it over to the other, and it may be flipping that one over. But I've got the lines. I kind of like that. Let me look at it this way. Yeah, because the picture that's cut off over here, the part of that picture that's cut off, it's flipping it and putting it here. So look at your image when you put it on there and try it all different ways. You can always go back and just make sure that you're not tiled anywhere, and then you can just click off of it. Now this piece is ready for print and cut. Of course, at this point I would also change my box to whatever color, and I believe I cut my Batman in gray just because it was a good accent color. It wasn't overpowering, but you can change all of that how you want it. If I can get it to open. Maybe that's the one I hid. That's why I'm having a problem. Aha. There we go. And say I wanted that to be a dark gray or maybe even a light gray. That's what I did on the other. And I think that that is a good accent for this. So I would probably use a gray cardstock to make this one with. But that's exactly how you would do it. Let me change those pieces. This piece is going to arrange, move it to the front. And that's how your box is going to go together there. And I hope that this tutorial helped everybody out in that aspect. Now, the video that I did where the box was, I gave you this box, which is the 4-inch flat disc ornament box. Let me go over here. I'm not going to save this. I also gave you this gable box right here with a window and without a window for the 4-inch round ornaments. It's basically, I'm going to replace that. I don't need to save that. Let's see. Let's let it open up and I'll show you that. Here is the top insert. Here is the bottom insert, or stabilizers, whatever you want to call them. Here's the front of the box, and then the sides and the back, of course. And here is one without the hole in the front. I did not include a transparency piece in here. I guess I could do that really quick and save it for you guys that are getting it. Let's see, shape, insert a square. And where are you? There you are. And if you want to make, I did not do panels for this one either. If you want to do panels, you can just stretch a square like this here, insert a circle, put it in the center, and cut it. But you want to make sure that it is bigger than this circle. So you'll just measure and make sure that it's bigger. And then you can cut a panel for this one too. But this would be your transparency piece. It doesn't need to be that big. Just enough to cover. That way you're going to put a panel over it and it would be in there. So let me make that a pale gray. I try to keep those transparencies pale. And let me save that for anybody else that may want it. And there we go. And again, if you want to do decorative panels, you're just going to insert a shape. Let me show you how I might do that. I'll just go ahead and do a panel for this, but this will give you guys an idea about how I go about doing this. And I'm going to stretch it. I want to make it close to that size. So it's the side of the box is 4 1/4, so I'm going to make that 4 inches on that square. And then I'm going to duplicate that, make that one 4.25, and I'll show you why I do that. I want it lined up right there. And then I'm going to insert a shape, a circle. Let me move that out of the way. Now that circle, I believe I cut that at 2.75, best of my knowledge. Oops. Yep, that's exactly what I did. 2.75. So I need this. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to show you why I do that. And then, so I want this to be probably, I'm going to say 3 inches. I want that circle 3 inches. So now I've got my circle selected and I've got this square selected, and I am going to align center. Okay. Now I know, oops, that is center of that square. And I shouldn't have moved that. Undo, undo. Perfect. Now I want this square. Arrange, move it forward. There we go. Want it in between. And then I am going to select all 3. Align center. And I want to make sure that I get it center of the box. That way I know I don't need that back square anymore. I just want to make sure that I had this square centered. And if I hit center in this piece, it's going to center it like in the middle right here. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted it center of just that section. So now I'm going to select the circle and the square. I'm going to slice it. I'm going to delete that circle. And now when you put that panel over there, you're going to have that little peep of the color of your box. And your transparency is going to go in between. So that's going to give you your panel. And this panel here, you can go in and decorate at any size or with anything that you want, like we did the other with a print and cut, or you can cut it out of a particular color. I'll just make this one red. So that's how you do that. And let me save it. We know it's the right size. And if you want panels for this side of the box and these sides, you're just going to make it 4 inches, so that because it will be the same size as this one and go on all 4 sides. So you just need a 4-inch square if you want to do that. I don't like to, because this is a gable box. This portion of the box here does not get a fold in it. So I just decorate the window portion here. And on the solid box, I usually put a Merry Christmas or whatever occasion my birthday is, or birthday or whatever the occasion is. I just decorate it to that point. And one last one. Let me save this for you guys. That will be in there. If you open the box before you saw this tutorial, it's not in there. But the design is 684000557. So you can go design.cricut.com/hashtag/design/ that number, and you can open this up. Or you can go to the other video and get it. I will try to include this number with these as well. Let's see, let me go back to my projects. The other thing you're going to need, here is the transparency template that goes inside the ornament. I have two videos, one using print and cut. These are the ones I have for print and cut. They're white because the color white doesn't print. They are set on cut, but once you click on them and then insert your image, be it one of the Batman logos or whatever you want to put on there, then that's what's going to print. Then I roll them up and I insert them into the center of the ornament. But these gray ones here, they're grouped together. That's so that this is the layout in order to get 4 on a page of 8 by 11 and 8.5 by 11 transparency. If you turn them all straight up, you're not getting it. They just won't fit. But this is the size for your 4-inch round and your 4-inch disc. They work no problem. And that file is design.cricut.com/hashtag/design/47770894. And that's what I put my vinyl on. I cut this. I don't use the printable. I don't need the printable. I use the same transparency that I used for the windows and the boxes because I wasn't printing on it. I put my vinyl on these instead of on the glass. That way I don't have to worry about it lifting, coming off, people picking at it. It's inside the ornament, it's protected, and it's cool. Kids and everybody loves the fact that it's inside the ornament. And it's like, how did you get it in there? It looks like it's floating. And that's the look that we're going for. That's why we call it the floating ornament. So that file is there for you guys also on that box tutorial video. So just so if you need it, come on over to the group, Cricut Crafting or Cricut Maker Projects. I'll be happy to share the file anytime you need it. Just say, hey, I need that template. I'll look it up for you and get it for you. I hope this tutorial helps. You guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Come on over and join the groups. You have a wonderful crafting day and make something beautiful.